Serious question. How are your time management skills? And, most people, they're not the best. Even if yours are pretty good, I have this trick for you. And some people may have seen it before, but I wanted to add more to it. But basically, I'll pop it up right here for now. It's the time management box. And this is not something I've created, but I've been able to put it in my own words and add more to it. Basically, this is a way for you to organize your tasks throughout the day. Let's say you wake up and you got so much stuff to do. You got appointments, you got business meetings, you got school, you got gym, you got whatever you need to do, right? Like even down to the most minute sort of tasks, whatever you have to do. So there has to be a way for you to organize this, right? For all the types of people that have so much things to do throughout their day, but they seem to just get lost in track of time, and because of that they just struggle. They fail to complete certain tasks or assignments, whatever it might be. There's this box right here, and essentially you want to categorize whatever tasks you have to do throughout the day into any of these four quadrants. So in the first quadrant, we have important and urgent, and this is something that, as it implies, you have to do it right now as soon as possible, and it's something that's actually very important for you to do. So this would be the first amount of tasks that you have to tackle on your list of tasks. So you just write down however many tasks that you have to do for the specific day, and then just put the most important and most urgent over here in this first box. Then in the second, you have urgent but not important. So something that you have to do right away. It's not that important, but it's better to get it done out of the way sooner rather than later. Then you have the third category, which is important but not urgent. So it's something that you can delay a little bit, but you still want to be responsible for, which is why you're going to be writing it down, or at least use this as a tool to keep track of what you have to do, something that is important to you, but you don't necessarily need to do it now because you have other priorities. Then you have the not urgent, not important list, and this is going to be your list of miscellaneous things. Going to send an email to somebody that you don't have to do necessarily right away, but you got to do it sometime soon. It's like this random miscellaneous stuff that is floating in the back of your mind that you know that you want to or have to do it, so you're going to put it in this final quadrant over here. And essentially this box has been very good for helping me personally with just organizing myself and not having so much clutter in my brain, really, and just knowing that I have to get this done, I get this done. And it feels really good too when you're able to visualize your actual tasks for the day, for the week, whatever it might be, and know that, okay, once you get this done, check, and you have that additional sense of accomplishment within you. Now, you might be wondering, DC, this is good and all, but how do I actually apply this to my life and make sure that I stay on top of this? So it's actually easier than you might think. Basically, what works for me is really good is that you set a small amount of time either in the morning, right when you wake up, in your morning routine, or right before you go to bed, and you want to just jot down all the tasks that you have to do. Let's say if it's at nighttime, then for the day after, or in the morning that day. And then you would just list them all down and then categorize them, okay? And you want to use 3 tools to make sure that you're as effective with this as possible. And the first one being discipline, of course. You want to make sure that you're actually applying yourself to all these tasks and making sure that they're actually important to you. Even though we're going off of something that's important but not important, whatever it might be, at the end of the day, these are tasks that you want to or have to complete, so they're all going to be important to you in some degree. So that's how you can kind of keep yourself trained for it and keep yourself accountable and make sure that you have to do these tasks. So discipline is really huge. You just got to tell yourself that this is something that you have to do and that you feel good after doing it. So discipline, there's all other ways we can exercise discipline. I have a few other videos and I can make more on it in the future, but essentially discipline is huge. But also self-control. You want to have self-control, and I mean this as the inverse of discipline, which discipline is pushing yourself to do something, while self-control would be stopping yourself from doing something, whether it's like a bad habit, for example, or if you're getting distracted, you have to have the self-control to ignore that distraction. And basically, this will save you a lot of time. It's being somebody who can eliminate distractions, eliminate bad habits, and take that valuable, important time and apply it to the actual tasks that you have to do. And also, the third thing that we have is self-awareness. And self-awareness is going to be like a huge bonus multiplier to get your discipline and your self-control skills up. And it's going to be able to have you just overall be more mindful of every task that you're doing and be a lot more on time of everything that you're doing. And the number one best way that I know to increase mindfulness / self-awareness is through meditation. 5-10 minutes a day, morning or night, however you want to do it. There's very good ways to do it, and I can even go over that in another video. But essentially, there's also other things like going to the gym, which there's another type of mindfulness to it. But in my experience, nothing works as good as actual meditation. So if you haven't been doing meditation already, give it a try. And if you've been doing meditation, then I would reconsider maybe trying another method if you could be doing it wrong, or if not, then find a way to increase the amount of time that you're meditating. And you will notice after even just a week of meditating consistently that you will see insane, immense improvement in your focus and a lot of other things, and your ability to retain an attention span to something. So it just goes a long way with a lot of things in life. But anyway, I hope that this little box helped you guys out with keeping organized and staying on top of your tasks. And if you want to check out any other videos, then you can check them out, and I'll see you guys in the next.